Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great Monday. Well, today as you can see we're going to be working on the cockatiels and the flowers that I got from VIPCrossStitch. And we're working in the lower right hand corner on this red symbol, which is 3810, I think. I'm looking at it sideways. Somewhere in there. I think it's 3810. It's a nice, lovely blue. So yeah, I'm a little wore out from yesterday. I left here about 11:30. Got to my daughter's and we drove. We had to go stop and get gas and all that stuff, and we're almost out of town. And my son-in-law calls my daughter and says, "Hey, your mom's lights are on the car." Well, it was sprinkling just very lightly, and I had to use my windshield wiper, so that's why the lights were on. So we had to go turn around, and we weren't even out of town yet, and turn those off. And then we drove there, and it kind of sprinkled here, there, and everywhere. And anyway, we finally got there. And yeah, we had a very nice time. They had hamburgers and barbecued chicken and pulled pork and baked beans and macaroni and cheese. And what else did they have? Oh, potato salad, of course, and chips and salsa, which was homemade by my granddaughter's boyfriend's aunt. Him and his aunt make salsa. So it was very, very good. So yeah, and we stayed probably until about 4-ish. We got there maybe a little after 1 and chit-chatted with everybody, and yeah, just had a good old time. By the time I got home, it was already 5:45, because it took a hot moment to get here from there. And I took a nap for like an hour. Couldn't handle it anymore. I took the moonlight, or begonias in the moonlight, with me. That's my name, not the actual name of it. But yeah, stitched on that all the way there, and on the way back kind of poured the whole way back almost, but it didn't pour while we were out there at the party. It just kind of sprinkled off and on. Yeah, but sun did come out, and good times were had by all. So it was kind of nice to get away. And oh yes, they have my daughter-in-law's crab salad. Yeah, I just love her crab salad. So I brought some of that back, because they were going to have to take all that food home that, you know, they didn't eat or whatever. So yeah, she just brought me a container of it and said, "Here." And I'm like, "Oh crap, yay." So that's what I had for dinner last night, because I was not about the cooking at all. Yeah. Barely keep my eyes open even after taking an hour nap. But yeah. So today I got to work. I don't know how many people will be here, there, and everywhere. It wasn't a bad weekend. I mean, it did rain like bits and pieces, but I think it rained more today than it has in a week. You know, more steady, if you will. Yeah. So I worked on the begonias again, and for a little bit, until I couldn't see straight. And then I went to bed. I watched a little floss tube, YouTube, you know, trying to stay awake until decent time to go to bed, or else I'll be up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And that was not my idea of a good time. So, yeah. So I have no idea what I will be working on later on today. Just hasn't hit me as to what I want to work on. So, yeah, I can't believe 4 days are up already. It just seemed to have gone like poof, just like that. It's like I turned around and next thing you know, it's time to go back to work again. Thank goodness I only have to work 5 hours today. Yay, because it's my Monday. Here we are. Oh, another thing I had, since it was so damp when I got home, I made some Darjeeling tea and had a cup of that. I don't know, it was just dampy all over. I don't know how to explain it. We usually don't have this humid of a weather, and it was kind of chilly. I mean, it was in the 40s when we were up there in Leadville with a light breeze. I mean, it wasn't anything like here. So I just got kind of chilled, and I came home, got my comfy clothes, and made myself a cup of tea. Yeah, because I needed it. What is it about tea that you can drink a cup of tea and it just relaxes your whole body? I'm trying to figure out where to put my needle at. Couldn't find my needle, or my pin cushion. It's right here. So I haven't used my new one yet. I don't know. I like this one. I am using my new cat needle minder. Don't ask me where I got it, because, it's right up there with the rest of them. Unless, it has a name on it, I won't know. And I did find this, whoops, I was trying to get it in the picture, cross stitch, when I was on the hunt for something else. So I'll probably be stitching on it again. Haven't stitched on it in a long time. So, oh, and did I tell you that my friend is not coming this week? They're coming next week. I don't know why I thought it was this week, but, hey. I was confused. They're going to Minnesota this week to go visit friends. And, yeah, so they'll be there until next week. And I don't know how many days it'll take them to drive from Minnesota to here. So. This thing just kind of weaves in and out and every which way. Trying to cover all the bases here. There's one more, what do you call it? Symbol right in there, but you can't hardly see it because it's green. So, and that's the last, maybe 2 right here. So I have to go. I haven't gotten out of this corner. I started right here, so never got back to it, as usual. This is such nice straight stitching. Doesn't have a lot, where I'm at, doesn't have a lot of confetti. I don't know about the rest of it. I'm trying to focus right here, so. But this has very nice thread. Oh, my granddaughter, when we were there at that party, they had something really different. They had a little printer hooked up, and they had a little staging area, and you could take a picture with my granddaughter, you know. And then you got like 3 poses, and it came out of the printer. And you know how you used to sit in a photo booth and you'd get like 3 shots? Well, this gave you 6 total. So they were both the same, and you cut it in half, and you give 1 to the graduate and then 1 for the person to keep. So I thought that was kind of nice. And then you write some kind of sentiment on the back, you know, for the graduate, for them to keep, and just something for them to have for later years. But I thought that was really nice. And one of the friends of my son, who went to school with one of his friends, he's the one that brought that whole system thing there. So he was in charge of all that. But I thought that was kind of unique. You can kind of preserve the day in pictures. What are we doing here? It's about time for the thread to mess up. You know how this goes, right? My goodness. Sure, a pretty color is a blue. In fact, I thought it was going to be a darker blue. That's okay. I can deal with turquoise and teal, and I like all shades of blue. There was a little bit of traffic on the way there, and then coming back, just a nominal amount. They were all kind of going in the opposite direction. I don't know where everybody was coming from, but there was a lot going in the other direction, so we were happy we didn't have to follow them all. Especially through the pouring rain. Kudos to my daughter. She just gets in and drives. Me, it's like, okay, maybe. Oh, goodness. I got to see my great-grandbaby. He's walking now. And so he was off and running. We had him curtailed to the, we'll call it the inside dining room. If he was outside, he was being handheld. So, but he was having a ball, and at the end, he was just about ready to drop from too much going on. For a minute there, I thought I went up the same thread I just went down. That was odd. Okay, I got that one done. I threaded needles today because, you know, today's a day to be organized and do everything. Some days I'm just not that organized. Can't believe in a couple weeks it's going to be July 4th. This is just outrageous. Unbelievable. And it's still not warm. In fact, I've still got the heater on in the house. The furnace is still running in the mornings and every once in a while at night because it's been getting down to 45 degrees. So, yeah. It's like we can quit this anytime now. I don't know if we're going to have a wet summer or just what's going to happen. It got warm there, what was that, the middle of May? I haven't had the air conditioner on since. I had it on maybe 2 days for about an hour in each time. Yeah, it's irritating. Okay, we got that area done. Haven't been watching much on Netflix, just putting something on that I have seen before. Haven't seen anything jump out and say, hey, watch me. Or been waiting for anything to start or any series of any kind. Bridgerton maybe, but I don't know when they'll get their act together. Or when that'll even happen. You would think that it was summer and they'd have a whole bunch of different programs. Maybe they do, they're just not something that would interest me. I got nothing. I don't know. Whoops, oh, that's attractive. We'll just cover that up. No big deal. Trying not to get the end in there as I'm stitching. Well, I hope today goes fast, because I'm just not in the mood for a slow day. I keep thinking our slow days are behind us, you know? But, what was it, Tuesday and Wednesday of last week, it got to 8 o'clock and it just absolutely, bottom fell out of the market. Nobody was coming. Of course, it was kind of coldy, windy, rainy, looking like rain. It was lovely. Alright guys, well I think that is going to be about it for today. We've about got that color conquered there. I guess we still got a little bit more. I don't know if you can see all that definition in there or not. I was trying to block the light. I don't know why it looks like that, but Yeah, very nice. Alright guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye bye. Keep stitching.